Hey everyone, this is Kimmy from the Thrifting Sisters, and I got a thrift haul for you guys with a little bit of a story to share with you today. I'm the middle sister of three sisters who we all resell online for profit in order to help support our families. I am the OG because I am the first sister who got into reselling over 10 years ago, and I'm still doing it now. So I have a few really exciting things to show you guys. I was so happy to finally find some nice things after a pretty terrible trip to the Goodwill outlet. I went to the outlet, which, I go once or twice a month. I kind of source in a lot of different ways, and a lot of times it's busy. Our outlet is in the middle of a very high populated area, and it's the outlets, right? And so it was super busy, but it was also really ran down. I shouldn't say it like that. Okay. There was a ton of kids. I have kids. I'm a mama. I love kids. But like, for example, I was in a bin searching, and this kid was driving around a cart full of kids and ramming them into everybody's bin. So I'm literally in this bin, and all of a sudden, like, I can hear this, like, it's like a train coming, and then they'd hit the bin next to me, and all the kids inside loved it. They were giggling, and screaming and yelling and all these things. Just an example of what was happening. There was a lot of crabby kids there, and bless you. Like I said, I'm a mom. I've been there. I know what it's like. I've taken my kids to the bins. But the day that I ended up going to a different thrift store, it was just a ton of kids, a ton of noise, a ton of screaming. And I wasn't finding a whole lot right off the bat. So all of the elements, it was just not working for me. I ended up leaving with the lowest amount I've basically ever left the bins with. I actually did okay on a couple purses, but I left with one bag. I think I spent like $16. Like, I spent almost nothing. And I decided to go to a different thrift store. And that worked out in my favor. And I kept thinking to myself, I was trying at the outlet, I was trying to push through it. It's all right. This is your job. You can deal with this. Like, whatever. And then I started to get this vibe. I was like, okay, maybe I will go to a different thrift store and maybe I'll find something. And I am a weirdo because sometimes I feel like you manifest. Like, I was trying to manifest some positive vibes, and honestly, I did pretty good. So maybe it worked out for me. Maybe it all was meant to be. I am lame. I do think some things happen for a reason. And now I'm going to show you these. That's the story part of my thrift haul. The Goodwill outlet did not go very well. It was not a great haul. I probably won't even do a haul video on it because it's really not even enough to spark many people's interest, I don't think. But I have this haul. Now that I gave you my lame story and the sorrows of my reseller business that day, and it's funny because sometimes I'll go out and I would be like, man, that was awesome. I'm going to be a millionaire someday. Like, you just kill it, right? And then sometimes you go out and you don't find anything, or there's other elements that are playing with you, and you're like, this freaking sucks. Like, I'm quitting and I'm going to go get a real job, right? So I had a little bit of both. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys the things that I picked up, and I'm going to actually start listing them right after this. So let me show you a couple things. This I just thought was super cute. It's Abercrombie and Fitch, size medium. It was half off. I think that's more so why I bought it, because only like $2. I know it's kind of out of season, but like this crochet knit material, it's lined, this with, your shorts, be super cute. It only cost me like $2, so I am not mad about it. Not a super substantial piece, but I think a solid one at that. So this I paid a little bit more for, which obviously the benefit to the outlet, what is the low cost of goods. So I was trying to keep myself there. Obviously, at this thrift store, I ended up paying a little bit more. Marmot. Is that how you say that? I really don't even know. Marmot, is it like... It's a Polar Tech fleece. I paid $7 for this. And this is like straight out of my box. So I haven't lint rolled or cleaned anything. Straight out, you know, straight out of the box. But so, and I know black is sometimes, I'm really working on this. Woo, I'm looking red. I'm really working on this lighting thing. Hopefully it's a little bit better. But this is a Polar Tech fleece from Marmot. I paid $7. Comps were in the 35 range, so I thought it was worth it. Really soft fleece, and it kind of has like a texture. You guys see that? Like a floral texture. So, solid pickup there. This is a very exciting find, and I didn't even really know it. I had to use my reseller intuition to really realize what this could possibly be. So I saw it. And I'm always telling you guys about like materials, and there was no tag. There's no tag right here. And I was like, I don't know. It kind of feels good. It's got a hood. It feels nice. And I'm looking around. It's like just like a tan beige. I'm like, what? This has got to be something. Where's like some information? So then I see this at the bottom, and I'm pretty sure, I'm like, is that an alpaca? Okay. All right. I see you. And then eventually I find... It says paca. Here we go. There we go. 65% royal alpaca. And then 35% recycled nylon. And I was like, that's good. That's good material. So I actually have some comps up here. It was $6 for this. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't Google it. I just ran with it. I felt like the material. Is there something over here? I missed this. There's like a cute little accent, and somebody's name on the inside. I was like, all right, Leona. It says handmade by Leona. Okay. So this is like a really nice piece. I had to use my reseller intuition and kind of dive into it. I was looking at this thing forever. I'm sure the Goodwill people were like, what is this lady doing? Because I'm like flipping it upside down. I'm trying to find things. Here I pulled up some comps. So there was only a couple alpaca like sweaters from this company called Paca that were still live. There was way more sold that were still live. So the sell-through rate looks good. Like it looks tremendous actually. And the comps, like these are from late September. This one sold for $95, $89, $70, $79, $85. And I paid $5.99, $6 for this. So this is a killer find. It does feel wonderful. Like I said, that's the only reason why I started to look into it, because I felt it. And I was like, whoo, that's soft. I don't know what royal alpaca material is. Is it a royal alpaca, like the best of the best? It was an alpaca from Kings. I don't know. But the comps look great. $6 into probably, based on these comps, 80, 85. This one went for 89, and this one actually looks just like mine. This one here, if you could see it, it is just like mine, and it went for $89 sold 2 weeks ago. Whew, guys, this is a good find. My tips for you guys is, you know, learn those materials. And I didn't even look it up. I didn't even really know a lot about it. I just felt like alpaca was a good, you know, a good material, and it felt nice, and that's going to be a killer sale. So hopefully that'll be on a what sold video soon. Now here's some bad news. Is I kind of feel like I overpaid for this, and I don't know what it is. I just love vineyard vines. So I had a hard time letting it go, but I'm not going to make a ton off of this. It is 71% wool and 29% cashmere, but I did have a coupon this day again. So it's $9.99. I paid probably $9. Wool and cashmere Vineyard Vines is still a decent find, but the value is going down. And I have to be a little bit more realistic. Vineyard Vines 2, 3, 4 years ago was a little bit of a better find. And, you know, I talk to you guys about these brands that kind of go up and down all the time. And Vineyard Vines is one of them. So, but, you know, comps were in the 25 to 30 range. It is a nice color. Wool and cashmere. You know, I'm not going to make a ton. I will definitely get my money back in a little bit more, but it wasn't as killer of a find, and I need to be more selective with Vineyard Vines. This is a plus size item. It's just the brand Woman Within, but this is always a solid pickup for me. Woman Within is a great plus size brand, and this is really cute, like black and white plaid. I did pay $5 for this, but I'll list this in the $25 range, and I won't have much problem getting it. It's like a Henley, but it's longer. It's like a tunic. So this would be so cute with just your leggings and some brown booties, and you have a fall or winter outfit right there. I picked this up, and I don't think people really wear shawls anymore. This is Soma. I love this brand. Their quality is just so nice. It was a half off. Again, I paid $2 for this. It's just a little shawl. So it's not substantial. I'm not going to get a ton of money for it. I thought it was like a, yeah, it's a rayon and spandex blend, which is like that soft, stretchy jersey knit material. I do like the color. I'm not going to get a ton of money for that. But Soma is a brand that I do love. And they make quality items. I sell their bras. I sell like their pajama sets. And I've sold a couple of their dresses. This is, I don't even know if they, Livi, L-I-V-I, it's Lane Bryant Activewear. Is it Lane Bryant or Avenue Activewear? It's another plus size item. Pretty coral color, soft jersey knit material. You know, plus size items are my bread and butter. So I will show you guys a lot of those. That's always been my bread and butter for quite a long time. I specialize in plus size and big and tall items because I am plus size and big and tall. My whole family basically is, and that's kind of what has always drawn me to those sizes. And that's just like my bulk. I also find that I kind of have like a, this is a good find too, guys. I kind of have a emotional connection to finding quality items for us bigger people, tall, big, whatever, because it's hard for us to find nice things. So when I find something and I feel like someone's going to appreciate the quality, I get it. So that says stitches and stripes. And I was like, this, I don't know, this tag, I felt like it was popping off something. And I looked it up and it's from Revolve. And I found this item was selling for $138 new. It is a merino wool blend, size medium. So something to look out for, stitches and stripes. It's a Revolve brand, really soft. This merino wool, like, my gosh, I wish you guys could feel this and that alpaca one because it's super soft. I will have to try to figure out if it's men's or women's, though. It's a medium. It could very well be an oversized medium. It has this mock neckline, like a higher neckline. I don't know. It kind of gives me women vibes. So I will have to look into that. Brand new, though. This is $138 or in that range. It's a Revolve brand. I do think I paid $5.99. I do think that will be a really good sale. I have to look at the comps a little bit better, but I'm very confident in that item. This is Lane Bryant bread and butter for plus size. Really pretty. I know my lighting keeps changing colors, but it's a really pretty coral color. It has like this stretchy area here that to me is flattering on a lot of plus size women. I might even try this on. Super cute blouse, a little bit of a texture. You know, a lot of my plus size items in like just my bread and butter stuff goes in between $20 and $30 pretty solidly. Not worried really about it anymore. With my experience. I don't know. Does that make me sound crazy? I do pretty well with it, and I'm pretty familiar with it. But I'm trying to get better about learning where the bigger money is. I don't know this brand. I have to look it up. Kiona. It says made in USA, which is usually a good thing. This is a plus size though, and it was half off. This was $2. And I really can't go to many stores and many thrift stores and get something for $2 anymore, like a regular thrift store. So really cute, like baby doll style again with this waistband. It is a warmer yellow color. I paid $2. I will list that for $25 for sure, unless that brand is something special, but it is made in USA, so I do like that as well. Here's my receipt. I spent $83. Does it tell me how many items I got? I got 17 items. Oh, this was a good find too. So this was $5.99. Madewell is not always something I pick up 100% of the time at a full price thrift store, but this is, I believe, a wool blend. I will double check. It has this like unique, those are just fuzzies, guys. Like a rounded turtleneck type of style. Just a black sweater. It does appear to be a little bit oversized. Let's see what the material. So Madewell is a good brand. Let's see, acrylic, it's 24% wool and 4% alpaca, plus acrylic and polyamide. So that made it a little bit more of a desirable piece, and another reason I picked it up. So I already have a couple, wool, alpaca, cashmere, and this is, you know, the alpaca and wool blend. Madewell is a good brand. I paid $5.99. I didn't do comps on that, but I'm assuming that I will solidly, you know, in the $30 range. But it could be more based on the material. We'll have to see. So all really good pickups. See how I had to like pick myself up from the disappointment of the bins and just being overrun with all that chaos. You know, sometimes... yeah, you only pay $1 or $2, and that's great too. But sometimes when it's not a good day, or there's a zillion people there and kids like running you over with carts, you're like, I'll just pay a couple more dollars and go to a regular thrift store. And it really was quite enjoyable. This is a brand that I've picked up a million times. Soft Surroundings. The news is that they were bought out or going out of business. Did you all hear this about Soft Surroundings? I was surprised they only had $4.99 on this. And this is a cool, like it's kind of slouchy, has some stitching accents. It's ribbed. What size was it? Extra large, which is great. It's oversized. So this is a nice, like, substantial piece that I'll be able to list a couple of those things. It might even be a tunic. I'll have to see. And it's a cotton polyester blend. Hopefully I can find the stock video, but stock picture. But a pretty substantial piece, good size, good brand. It's right in season. It's like this ribbed thermal material. It's oversized and some stitching accents. That is a solid pickup. Let's see what we got left in here. Oh, is this another like wool? Oh yeah, this is. Now I don't know this brand. I'm going to have to look that up. It says Vertical Design. It's 25% wool and 5% alpaca and then acrylic. This was half off, so I paid $3 for it. It's in season. It's this nice gray. Obviously the wool and alpaca is a bonus. It's like a vest. You know, something you'd put over your favorite like plaid shirt, you know, for a little bit extra warmth. It is long, slouchy, and has pockets. So those are all keywords that I will throw in there and reasons why obviously I picked it up. You know, I really should Google Vertical Design. It doesn't sound like anything substantial to me. So I was like, I don't know. Vertical Design sweater. It doesn't sound like anything substantial, but to only pay $3 and it has wool and alpaca on it, I was like, yeah, whatever. 29, 30, 35. That's Stacey Adams, which is not vertical design. This one went for 39. So, you know, I paid $3 with it being a half off tag. I'll probably list in the 25 to 30 range. So I am not mad about that. When I can take $2 or $3 and turn it into 25 or $30, I think that's a good flip all day. This I loved. Oh my gosh. It's Knox Rose. This is a bread and butter brand. Size large. I did pay up a little bit for this. $6.99, but it's a maxi dress. Knox Rose does a lot of boho designs. Look at this floral. Ah, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Like, beautiful. And it has like some ribbed, some like little ruffles and stuff. It's just pretty. A lot of my Knox Rose stuff goes in the $20 to $25 range. That's a dress. Maybe I'll get 25 to 30, but I do see the appeal and why people just love their items. There's a following for it. This is like just a generic brand, but it was half off. And I just love the stripes. Stripes are kind of coming back. That 90s, early 2000s vibe. It's a cardigan. It's nothing, you know, crazy, but it is new with tags. And I only paid $4 for it. So that'll be another $20, $25 piece. And my last item, I actually think I'm going to try this one on. I almost forgot this was in here. But now I'm live on action, so I'm just going to show you guys. It's Torrid. Super soft knits. I love Torrid. I love wearing Torrid. Actually, I have a Torrid shirt on underneath this sweatshirt. Look how cute this is. This gray floral. You guys, I really should. I have a black floral from Torrid on underneath this. Really pretty. Some lace in there. I'm trying this on. This might not make it online. Look how pretty that is. And it's a baby doll style with these straps. I love the straps. This might end up in my... And they only had $4.99 on it, which honestly back in the day I thought is a reasonable price for, you know, for tops. Torrid, you know, I'm willing to pay $6, $7 for myself. But it seems crazy lately. A lot of the Torrid stuff has been like $10. And I don't even want to pay that for myself. But that's also because I'm cheap and I'm a thrifter, so it's different. Because that blouse in store is probably a $45 to $50 blouse, maybe even more when it's at full price. I've bought a couple things full price from Torrid. It's usually for like an event, and it's really pricey. Like their dresses, I bought a dress for a wedding there, and it was like $75, $80. And granted, I love Torrid. Their pieces are really nice. The quality is there. The style is there. They understand bigger women. So, I mean, I get the value, but I'm cheap. So that was only $5. Super, super cute. I don't know why it's making me look so red. That's my haul. That's my part after the bins. I had spent like 2.5 hours at the bins and it was just not going very well. And, I ended up at a different Goodwill down the road, and I was happy. Right when I walked in, I found one of those wool or alpaca pieces, and I was like, okay. And, you know, sometimes you just have to have a vibe, because if it's not going well, that's why I had to leave the outlet. I was like, man, maybe I'll have better vibes somewhere else. And look, it worked out for me. Yay. So I do think I'm going to do really well on a couple of those things. That Paca piece, the PAKA, which didn't have a tag. So like I easily could have just overlooked it, because I was like, no tag, like I don't have time to kind of look up everything, but I felt the material and I just knew that was a good piece. I'm actually really excited about a lot of these items. I'm trying to, I do love my bread and butter stuff, and my stuff I know is going to flip, but I'm trying to up my quality a little bit. Not my quality, but like I'm trying to focus on higher dollar items that I feel, you know, might get a solid 25 to 30 or 35, rather than always just getting my 15s and 20s. But you know what? Everybody's game is a little bit different. I'm always happy with $10, $12 in profit, especially when I only spend $1, $2, or $3. You're tripling or quadrupling your investment if you think about it that way. Other people, I understand, other people want $50 profit on each item, and good for them. I am trying to get to the $25 to $30 range, and I do feel like several of those items are gonna be high. That pack might go for like $80, $90, and that is a good day for this reseller. So check in, let me know what you think of the items I picked up. If you don't mind giving us a like or commenting, that always helps the channel, my little channel. But I love all you guys. Thanks for commenting lately. I've gotten some comments. Jen, Diane, Angela, Erica. I do really appreciate it, and I feel like I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. All right, guys, that's enough. You've had enough of me for the day. Thank you for listening. I'm going to go get listing, and I'll talk to you all really soon. Bye.